All right, let's dive into something we all use every single day, probably without even thinking about it: cloud storage. We're going to put the three undisputed giants, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, in the ring for a head-to-head matchup to see what really makes them tick, and more importantly, which one is the right home for your data.
I mean, have you ever stopped to think about that? Every photo you take, every document you save, all the data that powers pretty much everything, it has to go somewhere, right? Well, more and more, that somewhere is the cloud. So what does that actually mean for us?
Well, it's because cloud storage isn't just some digital filing cabinet. Not even close. It's about having this insane ability to scale from a few terabytes to petabytes of data, like instantly, and you only pay for what you actually use. It's the super secure, ultra reliable foundation for, well, everything, from massive data lakes to the incredible AI models that are changing our world as we speak.
Okay, so in this massive arena, there are really three names that stand above all the rest. They are the titans, the dominant forces that hold the keys to the vast majority of the world's public cloud data.
First up, we have Amazon Web Services, AWS, and its legendary Simple Storage Service, S3. And I'm not kidding. If you've used the internet at all today, you have definitely used S3. You just didn't know it. They were the first major player to the game, which gave them this huge head start to build the most mature, most widely used platform on the planet.
The headline feature for S3, the thing everyone talks about, is its famous 11 nines of durability. So what on earth does that actually mean? Well, think of it this way. If you stored 10 million files in S3, you could expect to lose just one of them over the next 10,000 years. Yeah, that level of reliability, plus its ridiculously deep integration into the whole AWS ecosystem, is exactly why it's a titan.
Next in the ring is Microsoft's heavyweight contender, Azure Blob Storage. You know, if AWS was the scrappy pioneer, Azure is the established enterprise giant that caught up fast. For any company that's already living in the Microsoft world, Azure Blob is just a natural, incredibly powerful choice. Azure's big advantage is how it seamlessly weaves into existing enterprise tools. A really cool feature is its hierarchical namespace. That basically means you can organize your data in folders, just like on your desktop, which is a total game changer for massive scale analytics. Plus, its security is wired directly into Azure Active Directory, which is, a must-have for big companies. And our third titan is Google Cloud Storage, or GCS. What Google did was pretty genius. They took the colossal planet-spanning infrastructure that powers Google Search and YouTube and just opened it up for the public to use. And the result is a platform that's famous for its raw speed and its intense focus on AI and data analytics. The real magic of GCS is how it plugs right into Google's other brainy services. If you're working with huge datasets in BigQuery or building AI with Vertex AI, GCS stops being just a storage bucket. It becomes the starting line for this incredibly fast, incredibly powerful data pipeline. It just works. All right, we've met the players. Now for the fun part. Let's put them side by side and really see how they stack up when we look at the features that truly matter. Okay, so this chart gives us a really clean look. At first glance, they all look pretty similar, right? I mean, durability is off the charts for all of them, but the differences are hiding in the details. See the number of storage tiers? AWS gives you the most options for fine-tuning your costs. But honestly, the real tiebreaker for a lot of people is this row right here, Query in Place. Your choice between AWS Athena, Azure Synapse, and Google's BigQuery could be the single thing that makes this decision for you. Now, let's talk about the one thing everybody wants to know: money, price. Looking at this chart, you might think, okay, Azure is the cheapest, case closed. And this is a really big but, that list price is only the beginning. Your final bill is all about how you use it, how often you access data, where in the world it's stored, how much you move around. This chart is a great starting point, but it is definitely not the final word. So we've seen the specs, we've compared the features, we've talked price. Now for the most important part: how do you actually pick the right champion for your data? Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the answer isn't about which service is the best in a vacuum. It's about which one is the absolute perfect fit for your specific needs. And to figure that out, you just have to ask the right questions. The best way to do this is to just walk through these key factors. First up, ecosystems fit. I mean, if your whole company is built on Microsoft, Azure's the obvious place to start. If your data scientists can't live without BigQuery, GCS is probably a done deal. And for the biggest, broadest set of tools, AWS is often the default. After that, you gotta layer in the other crucial stuff, like compliance, where your users are, and how you plan to keep costs down. So, to boil it all down, here's the simplest way to think about it. You choose AWS S3 for its massive, mature ecosystem, and when you're building a truly robust data lake. You go with Azure Blob if you're already living in the Azure world, or you specifically need the big data features of AWS Gen 2. And you pick Google Cloud Storage when your world revolves around cutting-edge AI, machine learning, and crushing analytics with BigQuery. At the end of the day, it's so important to remember this is not just about where you dump your files. This decision you're making, it is the absolute foundation for your entire data strategy.
Choosing your cloud storage provider is exactly like pouring the concrete foundation for a skyscraper. It determines the shape, the scale, and the potential of every single thing you build on top of it. So once that foundation is set, solid as a rock, the only question left is, what are you going to build?